Welcome to Story Time. Tonight's story, The Silent Witness, takes us into a world of quiet observation and serene stillness. Settle in, let the day fade, and allow this gentle tale to guide you into restful sleep. The old oak tree stood at the center of the meadow, its gnarled branches stretching wide, a silent sentinel of countless seasons. For generations, it had stood witness to the lives that passed beneath its shade, its roots entwined with the earth and its crown reaching toward the sky. It had no voice, no movement save the rustle of its leaves in the wind, yet it held a quiet presence, as if it understood the secrets of the world and chose to keep them. At dawn, the meadow came alive with golden light, the grasses swaying gently in the breeze. Birds flitted through the air, their songs weaving a tapestry of sound that seemed to welcome the new day. The oak tree stood still, its bark weathered and strong, watching as the first rays of sunlight painted the landscape in soft, glowing hues. Beneath the oak, a weathered bench rested, its surface smooth from years of use. It was here that people often came to sit, seeking solace in the quiet shade of the great tree. Some came to reflect, others to dream, and still others to simply escape the rush of the world. To all of them, the oak tree offered the same quiet companionship, never judging, never intruding, just being. One such visitor was Henry, an older man with a gentle demeanor and kind eyes. Every afternoon, he would walk to the meadow, his steps slow but steady, and settle on the bench beneath the oak. He carried a notebook with him, its pages filled with scribbled lines and sketches, the fragments of thoughts he had gathered over the years. Henry found peace here, surrounded by the quiet beauty of nature, the oak tree's shade offering a refuge from the world's noise. As Henry sat beneath the oak one warm afternoon, he looked out at the meadow, his eyes following the dance of the grasses in the wind. He opened his notebook and began to write, his pen moving in slow, deliberate strokes. He didn't write for anyone but himself, and yet, in these moments, it felt as though the tree were listening, as if it understood the words that spilled onto the page. The tree, of course, did not listen, not in the way humans understood listening. But in its stillness, it bore witness to Henry's presence, to his quiet musings and the unspoken thoughts that lingered in the air. The oak stood as it always had, a steadfast observer of the world around it. Seasons changed, the meadow shifting from the vibrant greens of summer to the golden hues of autumn. Leaves fell from the oak in a slow, graceful cascade, carpeting the ground in a patchwork of amber and russet. Henry came less frequently now, the chill in the air making his walks shorter, but still, he visited when he could, his steps crunching softly on the fallen leaves. One chilly evening, as the sun dipped low on the horizon, painting the sky in shades of pink and gold, Henry sat beneath the oak tree one last time. He closed his eyes, breathing in the crisp, cool air, and felt a sense of calm settle over him. The tree stood quietly, its branches bare but no less majestic, its presence a comforting constant in the changing world. Henry didn't return after that day. Winter arrived, blanketing the meadow in snow, the oak tree standing stark and quiet against the white landscape. Yet, even in the cold stillness, the tree remained steadfast, its roots deep and its branches reaching upward, waiting for the world to turn once more. Spring came, and with it, new life. The meadow burst into color as wildflowers bloomed, and the oak's branches were adorned with fresh green leaves. The bench beneath its shade remained empty, but the tree continued to watch, its silent presence unchanged. Other visitors came and went, children laughing, couples walking hand in hand, solitary figures seeking a moment of peace. The tree stood as it always had, a quiet witness to their stories. Years passed, the meadow changing with the seasons, the oak tree growing taller and broader. The bench beneath it eventually weathered and fell apart, replaced by a newer one, but the tree remained, unyielding and timeless. It held within it the memory of all it had seen, the silent witness to lives lived, to dreams dreamed, and to the passage of time. The oak's silence was not emptiness but fullness, a quiet understanding of the world's rhythm, a patient acceptance of all that came and went. It asked for nothing and gave everything, offering its shade and its stillness to all who sought it. And so, the oak tree continued to stand, a silent witness to the unfolding of life, its presence a reminder of the enduring peace that could be found in stillness. Thank you for joining Storytime tonight. This was The Silent Witness. Let the quiet strength of the oak tree guide you into peaceful slumber, and may your dreams be as calm and steady as its shade. Sleep well, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks for your time. Please subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon for more.